The shit story of my hunt for ancient Germanic spirit. Featuring my bad English. Be me. Living in a small village on the border of Germany and the Netherlands. Testing my new night vision cam for school project. Wolves are turning back to the Netherlands trough Germany. It's been all over the fucking news. Found a nice tree in the woods near a hill called the Tankenberg. Looking for a money shot. Install my sweet new cam, hook the baby up to a nice tree. Come back next day to look at pictures. Nothing but birds and small deer. Just spend fucking €400 to spy on birds. Feels bad.jpg. Repeat this for a week or two. More birds, deer and some hogs too. Send all pictures to a friend project partner from school for further review. Next day. Got home from a family dinner at some Spanish restaurant. Turn on PC. 3 emails from friend. 2 of them are about some rare birds. In the last mail he urges me to look at some picture I took a week ago. Open folder. Open pic and see what appears to be a feral ghoul from Fallout 4 riding a hog. Holy fuck.jpg. Almost tear of my fucking balls as I was scratching them at the moment. Lose my shit a bit. I call friend. Don't know what to do. Go to police? No, what are they gonna do? Look for a Dr. Seuss character riding a pig? Don't think so. Next day. At school. Talk to friend about pic. Too afraid to show pic to anyone. They might think I lost my mind or something. Ask him, did you show the pic to anyone, Anon?
Yeah man, my parents and my uncle. They think it's pretty funny.
Weekend. Go back home. Show pic to my mother. She says it's a weird picture like the ones on the Discovery Channel. Says grandpa used to tell stories about a man riding a hog. That's really specific.jpg. Go to see Gramps. He pours me a drink as always. Corn Brandewine or gin as you guys in Trumptopia call it. My family is fueling my alcoholism. Gonna die before I turn 30 for sure. Ask him about a guy riding a hog. At first he is clueless about what I am talking about. He remembers and smiles. He told me about a spirit called Dirk met den Beer, Dirk with a hog. Says he is a protector of these woods and something about a old farmer being cursed for shooting a rival at God on Kerstnacht, Christmas Eve. He goes to the bookshelf to get an older leathery looking book with gold ornaments IDK how to describe it in English. Overijssels Segenboek was the title on the cover. A book with stories about local legends like dwarfs, water monsters and witches. Under the chapter Wild Jacht, Wild Hunt, I found multiple stories about Dirk met den Beer. Some about the cursed farmer, and one about him being a god from like pagan times. Some real Viking shit. I say to my grandpa, that's a weird name for a god, Dirk. He smiles. That's not his real name, Anon. You can't speak his real name, it will bring bad luck. What's he called? I said, Voldemort, smiling. Even just seeing the Wild Hunt is a bad omen. My grandma hears my grandpa talking about the spirit. She looks at us and says, wasn't he called Fro or Frege or something? In one fluent motion my grandpa jumps out of his chair and begins to raise his voice. You don't speak his name. What did I tell just now? Oh fuck.jpg. Didn't know my grandpa was this superstitious. After he calms down I showed him the picture I took of the thing in the woods. My grandpa is silent. He even has the spear, he mumbles after a minute. What? I take a closer look and you can almost make out a spear behind the figure. He misses a war horn, said Grandpa. A horn? I said. He turns the page of the book and on it a real nice looking picture of a Germanic looking dude riding a hog. He is blowing a horn. What does the horn do? I ask. Get some vague answer, something along the lines of it helps him hunt. Couple of days later. Back home I do some research on Dirk Fro. Turns out he was like an old Germanic god. Almost every Germanic country has its own name for him. In the Netherlands and Germany they call him Fro or Frey. And in the Scandinavian countries they called him Freyr. God of fertility. Yeah, the dude indeed looks like a real ladies' man. Reading some information on the Tankenberg where I took the pictures. There is a small pagan temple. Temple for some goddess named Tamfana. A temple for human sacrifice possibly. Go to the temple just for the heck of it. Not much to see, just a small reconstruction of an temple and a nice view of the forest. Encounter some locals that live near the temple. Ask them about Tamfana. They proudly tell about the goddess of harvest and nature. I asked the man about Dirk. He told me that every Christmas Eve they round up all their shit and bring it inside their home because if you don't have your stuff together at midnight, Dirk will come and wreck your shit, maybe even you. I ask, are there people who have seen Fro? The man looks at me like I fucked his wife. Never say that name, he said. I laugh and said, what will he do, steal your broom? The guy said again, never say that name. He walks off. Weirdest interaction I ever had. A week passes and some dude on local news says that he had seen a man on a hog. That's it, must be. Try to contact the man but no response. Next day. Got his address. Ride to his house. Nobody home. Return home, this looks like a dead end. 3 days later, turns out the guy committed suicide. Shit is getting to real now. That's what you get for looking funny at someone, I guess. Decide to go to police and show them our man Fro. Man walks in, gives me the most disgusting cup of coffee I ever had. They take some more info from me like the location and date the pic was taken. Return home. Can't sleep thinking of our boy Fro. 4 in the morning, loud knocking on our door. Some fucking goons from the government or police, I don't know. They seize all my fucking equipment, my camera and the new camera I just bought specially for Dirk, my phone and my laptop. Some thick-looking guy with thin comb-over asks if I have more pictures on that hard drive. No. They take it anyway. There was some porn on there as well. I know. Just the regular stuff, don't worry. Luckily I backed up all pics on my Google Drive. Hackerman.gif. Grandpa passed away. Grandma said he wasn't doing so well lately. I begin to get paranoid, think it's because of the Dirk thing. Think the government is hiding something. Bought some new cameras. Currently hanging in the forest around Tankenberg. Struggling with my study, will become a dropout soon. Obsessively watching my cameras for a sign of Dirk, just to prove that it's out there.